My name is Yin Aphinyanaphongs. I'm an MD PhD, so I'm a physician scientist, dually trained. And my area of focus is in translation. So really understanding how we can take predictive models that are published in the literature or that are homegrown and actually get those to work in clinical practice at the front lines for patient care. So the most interesting thing about predictive analysis is just the potential to improve and help improve people's lives. You know, if you can predict something's going to happen in the future, that means you can do something today, right, to affect that outcome. And if it's a bad outcome, you know, maybe there's something you can do, right, to prevent that from happening. And really, we're driven by this strong desire, right, to make the world a better place, kind of, you know, cliche-wise, and really help patients and help people, you know, live the lives they want to live. Well, we're doing a lot of things, you know, in the at the Predictive Analytics Unit at NYU. I mean, we're studying some of the science behind translating predictive models. So understanding under what conditions do predictive models work, understanding whether models that are built across a lot of data is better than models built at single institutions. Understanding when we need to rebuild models, right? How long do they last before we need to rebuild them? And understanding some of those aspects. Also understanding how to communicate with the clinical side who don't have a lot of experience in predictive models, right? And how we can communicate to them sort of ways of understanding these models so that they can think about how they can build clinical workflows and clinical interventions to actually affect change. And I think the future, you know, it's very optimistic right now. I think we're very excited that AI and big data and machine learning are going to sort of change how care is given and how care is done. And I'm really proud of the fact that I think we're, you know, one of the few places that's really thinking about how that's going to happen, right? And how are the steps and how are these things going to actually affect that change? And so I think the future is going to look like a lot of artificial intelligence models running, right? And supporting what physicians are doing with their patients and providers are doing with their patients. So I'm really excited by that future. One of the biggest barriers to predictive modeling is just having access to data. And I think more organizations, more hospitals, you know, more insurers and all the players realize that data is the core asset, right, that they're creating. And I think everyone is trying to figure out how to use that data, right, to drive value. And so I'm really excited by that. And I think that future, the moment you have the data available is the moment you can start doing interesting things with it. And I think organizations are realizing that. And there's going to be just such a wealth and a plethora of really great applications that come out of that access.